All right, welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today is December 4th, and we are here because, what do we do, Glenda? We take the Clove, we take the Frank, we take Melissa at 20%, then Frank and Friends. Here's Frank and Friends.
Good morning, everyone, if you haven't turned us off yet because we're crazy.
So today is Wednesday, December 4th, and we are here to talk a little bit about frankincense, clove, and Melissa, our three special oils this month. And today we're going to be focusing on clove primarily with some fabulous frankincense chit-chat. And next week we'll be addressing much more into Melissa oil. So stay tuned for that. But starting us off today,
Today on our agenda are December promotions. Then we will talk about Frank and Friends featuring Clove and close with our upcoming events.
So first and foremost, we have really chosen frankincense as our spotlight oil all month long because it is really truly an amazing oil. This is known as the king of all oils, and you can get yours free this month with any 200 PV order. And what's really cool is that if you are really wanting to gift doTERRA to your friends and loved ones this holiday season, you can get up to 4 of these on your own account, provided you make 4 separate 200 PV orders, and then they will send you 4 free frankincense bottles.
Whoop, whoop.
Which is what, like a $75, $80 value?
Well, it's like 70 at wholesale. It's like 90 at retail.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge.
And along with the awesomeness that is the promotions this month, Melissa, one of our most expensive oils, is 20% off. If you have ever thought about getting this oil, this is the month to grab it. I will say that I have been really getting to know Melissa more since about September of this year. This oil is incredible. I love to add a drop to my water, and then every time I open my water bottle, it's like getting a little aromatherapy treatment plus getting all the wonderful benefits to support my immune system when I drink it. This is also a great one to help moisturize and rejuvenate the skin. You can take this one internally, like I mentioned. Also helps calm the nervous system. Next week, we will take a deep dive more on this oil, but I highly recommend grabbing it this month. At 20% off, I think it is, I want to say it's $115, 100 PV. So you're getting it for under 100. And also, I mean, if you're interested in taking part of the frankincense promotion, this gets you almost halfway there. So grab it and come back next Wednesday and learn more about this beautiful oil, Melissa.
And our product of the month this month is Clove. So with your 125 PV order, doTERRA will automatically send you a free 15 milliliter bottle of Clove and one of these cute little tree ornaments, which are wooden, and you can actually put the clove oil on the wooden ornament and have it be diffusing throughout your home on your tree, whether it's real or fake, which I think is great. And we're going to have a deep dive into clove, so I'm not going to go too deeply right now into the properties of clove, but they are pretty amazing, and you can get yours free, like I said, with 125 PV LRP order.
Yes. And the holiday items. So things are slowly starting to sell out, which doTERRA, awesome job. This has been amazing this year. Usually everything sells out on the first day, but they've done a great job this year. So the things that are still available, the Holiday Peace hand wash set is back. That did sell out earlier in November, but they have been able to get more of that rolling. The doTERRA Touch Trio That's probably by far one of my favorite holiday items so far.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 oils, Helichrysum, Serenity, and Balance, are all in the roller ball, all in the touch line, meaning they've been diluted to just the perfect ratio of fractionated coconut oil to essential oil. Helichrysum is another one of my favorite oils, so having that in a roller ball is awesome. Serenity, yes, I have it by my bed, to roll on before I go to sleep. Balance, I've always thought that one should be in a roller ball just because it's a great one for grounding. So grab that. The Breve Stone Diffuser and Holiday Peace Oil is still available. The dryer balls, the Holiday Peace and Holiday Joy Oil themselves, the Shea Butter collection. Another great gift idea is our Hope and Rose Lotion, which those goes all the proceeds, every penny you pay for it goes straight to our Healing Hands Foundation to help others. And then available as of December 1st is the tea collection. So excited about this. Can't wait to get mine. It's 2 different types of herbal tea. One is wild orange and lemon. The other one is infused with bergamot essential oil. And it comes with that cute little, what are those things called?
Tea infuser?
Yes. Comes with that. And then also on December 1st, the Yarrow Palm Travel Collection became available. If you are loving Yarrow Palm, this is a great deal. You get the oil, the body renewal serum, and the cellular beauty complex, and a cute little blue bag for travel. So grab those. These make incredible gifts. So take a look at your gift list and see who you can grab something for.
And I'm pretty excited about this Yarrow Palm collection because the body serum and the cellular complex was released at convention this past year. And the only way that you could get it was with buying the convention kit. Individually, they're not going to be released until January 1st. So this is a great way if you've been dying to try it. You can try them all out at a much lower price point because they're half sizes, so they're nice travel sizes. But again, it's a great way to just try it out rather than committing to the whole thing. But it's also a great way if you have fallen in love with it already by getting it with one of the earlier convention kits, you'll have an opportunity to continue your usage. I know a lot of people have had vast success with the Yarrow Palm Beauty Complex for helping with their monthly lower abdominal pains. Yeah, so helping to kind of balance out the female hormones that can cause some of those discomforts.
Awesome.
Things to think about. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So our topic of the day, we are here to talk about clove oil. Now, this is a really fascinating oil to me. I really appreciate its aroma. It's very spicy and warming. It also has some really great antioxidant benefits. It's one of the highest antioxidants that we have available to us. And fabulous against bacteria and all kinds of other things. So it is sourced from trees in Madagascar. And it comes from clove buds, and they turn bright red just before blossoming. And I love the fact that they show this picture here because doTERRA is so tuned in to what time of season, what time of the year or the month that their plants are going to have the highest chemical constituent available to us. And so their farmers don't go out and just grab the whole darn thing and toss it in a bucket. They go out and they are very particular about what parts of the plant they're gathering and what time of the year that they're doing so to make sure that we have our highest chemical constituent available to us. With that being said, afterwards, they're taken down to the coastal town of Menangere for its distillation process. And again, you know, doTERRA is so connected with what's going on with their products. And we are therefore able to, with our connection and with the testing that we do, make sure of the purity and medicinal potency. So I'm going to have you go ahead, and if you have your clove bottle, let's drop a drop in our hand and rub your hands together. That rubbing of the hands can really help to open up the oil. And then I love to put it in front of your nose and mouth. Maybe close your eyes. Now I'm going to invite you to take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths in.
It's so spicy.
Unlike my great grandmother's house. She used to have those spice drops in her jar.
Quite nice, especially on a cold morning.
It's a great one to add to your diffuser with some citrus oils. Can be really warming and uplifting.
So I thought this was really cool. It takes about 3 years for a clove tree to mature for harvesting. That's kind of a long time. Clove oil is also produced by smallholder farmers, men and women, who perform the harvesting by hand. By hand. No machines, just some people going out into the field, loving on these plants, picking the cloves. So amazing. Brings a whole different experience to the oil when you're smelling it or using it, when you really think about what it took for it to get into your hands. It's incredible.
And what I love is how doTERRA really does a great job at taking care of their farmers.
Yes.
At the energy that the farmers are giving back to these plants as well. So I really feel like we are able to take in some of that positive energy too.
So some of the wonderful benefits and uses of clove. Clove is a powerhouse when it comes to antioxidant benefits when taken internally. It's got a very soothing, warm aroma that we just experienced. This one is great for helping clean teeth and gums. It's got some analgesic properties, so I wanted to put the little tooth there to remind me. I'm going to be very transparent here. Last week I went to the dentist. Actually, I went to the dentist a couple weeks before, and I haven't been in a very long time. All things considered, they said everything looked pretty good. I used the On Guard toothpaste and mouthwash, and those two products are absolutely incredible. But last week I had, just kind of a cleaning, which I haven't had in a while, and so my gums were a little angry. And after, while I was at the dentist, they said, you're going to want to take ibuprofen to help, because they did use Novocaine during the cleaning. And that as that was starting to wear off, of course, I was starting to feel more. And I might have had a few cavities filled. And afterwards, when I got home, my hubby was taking care of me. And I said, I'm going at this with my oils. And I am so grateful, because I took some clove and I put it on my finger and I just kept rubbing it on my gums maybe every hour, 2 hours. And because clove has such amazing analgesic properties, it really just kind of numbs the gums. And that helped immensely. And when the clove got too intense, I switched over to On Guard, because as we'll find out later, On Guard has clove in it as well. And I just kept rubbing that along my gums. And then on the outside of my mouth, along my jawline, I was applying frankincense. Because when you're laying there for a couple of hours with your mouth cranked open, it gets a little sore, and that frankincense was just incredible for helping with any discomfort from having to be like that. So clove is your friend when it comes to any kind of dental work. And if you think about what the clove looks like, it almost kind of looks like a tooth. So that's something that I've heard a couple of people present on before about how the way plants look in nature are sometimes clues to us and how we're supposed to use them for ourselves. So just wanted to point that out in case you didn't make that connection before. Another great use and benefit of clove is it's a great one for thyroid support. And this one is also really great. There's a lot of little creepy crawlies that really don't like clove, and lice is one of those as well. So just some amazing benefits and uses.
'Tis the season to be sharing those stocking caps, huh?
Yeah. Maybe add a drop of clove to your kids' shampoo. Just a thought.
Yep. Yeah, that would be fabulous. Or the conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
Or their finishing spray. We used to have a finishing spray when my kids were little that they would just get spritzed down before school. So great. So Glenda, I'm going to let you talk about the emotional aspect. You're such a good emotional presenter here.
Thank you. This is another one of my favorite oils when it comes to the emotional aspect, because it's the oil of boundaries. And clove can really help support an individual who might be a little weak in this area. Perhaps you're one of those people that say yes to everyone, and so they always expect things from you, and it's harder to say no. This oil is going to be your friend. And I will just read the little excerpt from our favorite book here, Emotions and Essential Oils. Clove supports individuals in letting go of victim mentality. Victims feel overly influenced by other people and outside circumstances. They perceive themselves as powerless to change their life situations. Clove helps individuals stand up for themselves by being proactive and feeling capable of making their own choices regardless of others. Clove assists individuals in letting go of patterns of self-betrayal and codependency by reconnecting them with their personal integrity. It builds up appropriate boundaries and defenses. Cloves gives pushovers the courage to say no. It reignites the inner fire and encourages individuals to stand up for themselves. It can assist when there has been a history of weakened boundaries caused by mistreatment, exploitation, repeated traumatic or compromising experiences. Clove is helpful in breaking free of these patterns by restoring an individual's sense of self and helping them to regain the strength needed to advocate for their right to self-containment and protection. Something else I want to add about clove and the season that we're in is that I think for people who have struggled with boundaries, the holidays are a perfect time for them to just keep getting pushed over, stepped on, any of that. Maybe they have difficult saying no to their family when they really need to say no for their own self
Preservation.
Yes, thank you. So this is a great month to really be using this oil, and being really intentional when you use it. So ways that I've used it in the past is now this is a hot oil, and we probably didn't mention that yet. So you're going to want to dilute this oil with, some fractionated coconut oil or your favorite carrier oil, because it can be a little warm to the skin. And when I think about the chakras and using this oil to help with personal boundaries, the sacral chakra, which is your lower stomach, is going to be a great place to apply this oil. In the past, when I've used it myself to help with maintaining my own boundaries, I've also actually just rubbed it around my belly button too, just kind of over both the sacral and the solar plexus. So that would be a great spot to use that. Another spot that's always great is the bottom of the feet. If you're headed into a situation where your boundaries are going to be challenged, I really encourage you to take some time before you enter that situation, apply clove, or have it in a locket on a diffuser necklace, or apply it to the bottoms of your feet at the beginning of that day, and just really set your intention that you want to be true to yourself and honor your boundaries. This is something that takes constant practice, as my wonderful friend Julie told me. You know, our boundaries, it's kind of like working a muscle. And if this is a weakness of yours, it just doesn't happen overnight. You have to get strong and continue to flex your boundary muscle to make it strong and to really honor yourself. So I think I'll leave with that.
Love it.
Yes.
A little boundary weightlifting.
Just a little. I'm working on it.
So some of the products that Clove is in, again, it has fabulous antimicrobial properties, and because of that, it is in our On Guard line. So just the On Guard oil blend itself would not have shown you as many of our products as the clove oil is actually in. So we have the laundry detergent, the cleaner concentrate, the hand sanitizing mist, the throat drops, which I adore, the toothpaste, the hand wash, again, the mouthwash, and the beadlets. Now, one of the things that I've actually taken with me to the dentist is the beadlets, because I forgot to bring my clove oil. But I just was able to burst one of those beadlets and rub it right along my gums. And it was a fabulous way of getting that clove oil on my gums to help with some of that, the pain from my dental cleaning. And I always keep my On Guard beadlets in my purse anyway. So it's a great thing to have with you. And the On Guard Plus, which is down there and on its side, is actually On Guard with some extra butt-kicking oils added into it. So you've got Melissa black pepper, oregano, and there was one more.
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, awesome. So those are our fabulous On Guard line, and as we talked about, Clove is part of all of that. Now, it is also in our DDR Prime. DDR Prime is a blend that was created, and DDR stands for damaged DNA repair. So our cells are constantly turning over, and the question is, are they going to replace themselves with new healthy cells or with damaged cells? And so we want to make sure that our body is getting all of the proper information available to replace our cells with new healthy cells. So the DDR Prime is great for that. I've actually had many people using that for helping with their thyroid as well, to maintain some balance. So taking that internally and rubbing it right over top of the thyroid, because it does have that clove in it, and frankincense and lemongrass and all kinds of fabulous goodness in that DDR Prime blend. And then Passion and Cheer. Now, Passion is kind of our inspiring blend. That's something where if you need to get your creativity back, like Glenda had talked a little bit about, applying clove to that lower abdomen, that's also where creativity kind of stems from. So we could add the passion oil straight down there as well. It is a little hot oil, so putting it in some fractionated coconut oil would be great, or diffusing it to bring that passion back, not only in the bedroom, but also into your work and into your family life and just the zest of life in general. And then Cheer oil, and that is our uplifting blend. And I don't know about you, Glenda, but I really feel like the Cheer oil smells like Christmas cookies. It's got the clove oil in it. It's got some other spices and some citrus oils, and it's just delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So switching gears slightly, because this is Frank and Friends after all today, we wanted to, this week and next week and the week after, we'll just be giving you some more information about frankincense, because it's just a magical oil. Our frankincense essential oil is sourced from Somaliland, Ethiopia, and Oman. I believe that's really the only place that these amazing trees will grow. They take they can't handle direct moisture, so these are areas that don't see rain frequently. When I was first starting with doTERRA, they were talking about how these trees grow on the other side of the mountain from where the ocean is, and so they're just getting the ocean mist I thought that was so beautiful. But frankincense comes from the boswellia tree and can provide few pounds of frankincense resin each year. If properly cared for, these trees will produce resin for hundreds of years. Frankincense goes back thousands of years in history. It's just an incredible oil. So doTERRA is really working in this area to help preserve these amazing trees, making sure that they're not over harvested each year, and making sure that they're still around for hundreds of years for us to use.
Mm-hmm. So it is fabulous for promoting cellular health. Like I said before about the DDR prime, it is really great at going in and helping that cell to know what components are healthy to help in that reproduction of new healthy cells. So with that, it's going to be great for skin, for your external look of your skin. It's going to be great for your internal health. It's going to be great for helping with your immune system and internal inflammation. It's going to be beneficial with your respiratory system, your digestive system, your nervous system. It's very, very soothing and calming by itself. I love to pop it in a diffuser. I love to put a little bit on my thumb pad and rub it on the roof of my mouth. I love to add it to any other oil. So with frankincense, it's very calm. And so you can apply it topically neat. Honestly, this is probably one of the oils that I don't hesitate to apply neat ever, because I think it's super soothing. But anytime that you dilute an essential oil, it will help the oil stay on the skin surface itself a little bit longer. So if you're really wanting to address some of your surface cells, like if you have a skin issue going on, or if you're wanting to target some of those fine lines and wrinkles, applying it to some kind of a carrier oil would be really beneficial to keep that frankincense essential oil from diving too deeply into your body system too quickly. Allow it to stay on top of the skin. It is warm, soothing, spicy, very rejuvenating and balancing, and very, very relaxing. It's a fabulous one to have aromatically. Sometimes when I'm stressed out, I'll just take a drop in my hands and rub them together like we do at the beginning of each of our webinars. And just take a couple of nice, slow, deep inhales. And frankincense has this really amazing ability to go in and talk to the amygdala and just say, hey, yo, dude, it's time to calm down. Settle and focus, and we'll be good to go.
I love that.
Frank's a cool dude.
Hey, dude, it's time to just chill out.
Time to chill out.
Sometimes we all need that little reminder.
Right?
If you are looking for some cute little gift ideas or hostess gifts, I thought this was a really, a really fun recipe, a holiday room spray. I love making these and gifting these. I usually use a 2-ounce bottle because I order them in bulk. If you're using a 2-ounce spray bottle, I would cut this recipe and just use like 1/3 of what's recommended here, because that's a lot of oil. But really all you need is some distilled water, a glass spray bottle, and some beautiful oils. And this recipe is recommending frankincense, grapefruit, and Douglas fir. Those would just smell lovely together. And then anytime you're going to use the spray, just shake it up and spritz in the air. These are also great to have in the bathroom as well. So just a little idea there, a little fun.
And some of our other favorite Frank uses, like I said before, adding it to your skin cream can be great. A thumb press. Now, a thumb press of Frank, and we'll talk a little bit more about this with Melissa next week, but a thumb press is very simply applying an essential oil drop to your thumb pad and then rubbing it on the roof of your mouth. Now, when you rub it on the roof of your mouth, it gets straight up into that amygdala, straight up into the frontal cortex of the brain where we have all of our amazing emotions are housed. And so having that as a really concentrated area can be super powerful and super beneficial for focus, for memory, for really making a emotional shift happen. Again, you can take a deep inhale off of your hands. It's fabulous for any meditative practice. You can put it in a diffuser, you can put it on your hands, you can put it right on your third eye, all kinds of great ways to use Frank. When you add him to any roller bottle recipe, it is a enhancer. And so frankincense will make any of the other oils that much more powerful with their oily properties. So don't hesitate to add Frank to any of your other recipes. And with that being said, the Symphony of the Cells utilizes frankincense in every single one of their protocols because it is such a fabulous foundation of health and wellness. It's a fabulous start, a beginning to any of your essential oil techniques. So starting your day, starting your technique off with frankincense can be really, really powerful.
Mm-hmm. And I thought these were fun, some fun diffuser blends. I love the first one because it's got Frank and Friend in it, clove, wild orange, and frankincense, the Holly Jolly blend. If you're looking for the house to smell of gingerbread, cinnamon bark, clove, and ginger, yum. Or comfort and joy, clove, rosemary, and tangerine. Some fun diffuser blends ideas for having, people over. Make a little concoction in a diffuser. Just fun.
As I was sitting here, I was kind of playing with my oils because I had clove open and on my hands. And for some reason, I paired it with Siberian fir and ylang ylang.
Ooh.
I know. It gave me quite a fun little blend there. Kind of uplifting and grounding and exciting all at the same time.
Love it.
So that wraps up our Franken Friends. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be here next week talking deep dive into Melissa oil. And if you're local, we've got some local events as well. So yesterday, Monday, we had the Healthy Can Be Simple at Unwind Within.
Oops.
This coming Thursday, we've got our discussion group at the Hero Community Room on Nicollet Avenue. If that is something that you're available for, it's just a fun, casual oil chat time where you can bring your own oils, help get some ideas as to how to utilize certain things, sharing tips and recipes. Tuesday at Unwind, we're doing a Thriving This Holiday Season. Thursday, we've got a basics class. And then the following Saturday is a holiday make and take event, all at Unwind Within. And then Sunday after the holidays, the 29th, we will be hosting an Aroma Touch workshop. So it'll be a great place for you to come and bring a friend or a family member and learn how to really love up on each other and take care of each other with these fabulous essential oils. All right, guys, stay tuned to our calendar. It can always be found at oilieswithamission.com for all of our upcoming events. And we will see y'all next week.